Hey guys, Tats here, bringing you another solo podcast. Unfortunately, Mr. B again is not here. He's fallen off the face of the earth. Please, somebody contact Mr. B, send out a warning, send out a fucking I don't even know. Just send out something, put posters up, put them on a milk cart, do something. Because my co host is not here. And I don't know where he's gone. I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to find where he's gone. One minute he speaks to me, and then the next he doesn't. He's just fallen off the face of the earth. So I thought instead of cancelling this week, I'm still going to bring you another sort of podcast, a bit of an update, a bit of what the fuck have I found on Twitter this week. And there's been quite a few interesting stories, to be fair. The first one is I saw a headline, I saw PewDiePie tweet about this as well, that he said he basically quoted this article and it says PewDiePie hits back at China over bizarre copyright filing following ban. So if that didn't make sense, there's two sort of stories that have come out pretty quick together. PewDiePie tweeted that he was banned from China. Like his content, I'm guessing his YouTube channel is probably merchandise, anything like that. He's banned in China. I don't think there's been anything kind of said on sort of China's behalf of why that is, but he's been banned from China or whatever. But then PewDiePie, I think the article said, because like I said, this happened a few days ago. He called he called the mayor or the president or something of China. He called him Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. He called him something. I don't know. But clearly, from the biggest YouTuber that YouTuber's ever seen, PewDiePie, 101 million subscribers. That's probably gonna get to the ears of the government of China, and they probably just don't like it. So they thought, well, fuck you, motherfucker. You none of your shit is coming to China. None of your YouTube videos or memes or whatever it is. So, the day after all of this happened, Twitter kind of like blew up, it was going on and on. And then PewDiePie tweeted out a tweet, and I'll pop it on screen real quick about what it is. It kind of looks like a description or like a receipt or something like that. But it's PewDiePie's name. It's I don't know, wedding dress or something. I don't know. He basically quotes on this tweet. Like I said, you can see it on screen. China took copyright of PewDiePie, so I'm guessing the title, the name PewDiePie, in 2017, without me being able to stop them in any way. Guess they can't sell any more PewDiePie wedding dresses now. Laugh out loud. I thought that was quite funny because obviously this is in China, Shanghai, China. I'm really hoping that I said that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. But I don't know. I just thought that was really, really funny. I guess because it's so early with all of this happening, then we're probably going to have to see what happens in the next couple of days or a couple of weeks as this may unfold. But it kind of feels a little bit disrespectful on China's behalf. Like, I don't know what the whole thing was with PewDiePie copyright and his name, sort of title, persona, because obviously PewDiePie is not his name, it's his persona. So if he didn't get PewDiePie copyrighted or whatever, I don't know, maybe it's his fault. Maybe China's doing something a bit dodge. I don't know. But obviously, if they're going to use PewDiePie's name to a product or to anything, advertising hate, advertising negative things, that's going to look bad on PewDiePie. So I really wonder how this is going to unfold. I'm going to stick I'm going to stick to this story a little bit just to see what happens, and obviously if anything does, then I'll let you guys know on the next podcast that I do. So I thought that was quite interesting. So on the next one that I found, it kind of disgusted me, but it kind of didn't at the same time. And the reason why it didn't is because, one, it's happened before. Two, it's Twitch girls. So no, it didn't surprise me at all that something like this was probably going to happen. Now, I'm going to just put it right out there for a second that I probably know that this could be a joke, just from what the rest of the article and the statements from this individual that they've said. But basically, the title of it says is, streamer takes inspiration from Belle Delphine by selling bathwater. So obviously, if none of you guys know Belle Delphine or Belly. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Belle Delphine. She was a Instagram sort of personality in a sense. I've seen YouTube videos of this girl. She was a Twitch streamer, I think too, but she's banned. She basically ruffled the internet back in July when she announced that she was selling jars of Gamer Girl bathwater to desperate fans. And this literally blew up fucking Twitter. This blew up Twitter. It was all over YouTube. People were raking in the dollars by talking about this story. Clearly, I'm not, because I don't get paid for this shit. So I'm allowed to talk about it and not be a sellout. But it was it was just, I don't know, it fucked my mind up, let's just put it that way. It fucked my mind up, because why would you sell bathwater? But the bigger question is, why the fuck would you buy it? There was a few YouTubers, that bought it for the memes and was like, I wonder if there's anything special inside this bathwater. So I just think it's fucking disgusting. But this Japanese streamer, I hope I'm saying your name right. It's Miyako. Miyako. I don't know. Whatever. That's what it sounds like anyway to me. But she was basically bathing her dog, and she decided to hop in the bath right in the middle of streaming. I don't know why you would want to do that after your dog has just been fucking bathing in there, but whatever. And apparently she said, "Who wants this bathwater?" And then she cupped it in her hand and she said, "I'm going to sell it. Who wants it?" Nobody. Like, it's disgusting. Just think of it. Just think about the fucking skin cells and the sweat. I'm going to be sick. I'm literally going to be sick. The skin cells and the fucking sweat and, I don't know, all the fucking, I don't know, minging vagina juice. That's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. So I think this was a joke. I really do. I'm really hoping. But it kind of, I don't know, the more and more I read of this story, it kind of felt like she started to become a bit serious with it, because she got out a jar, like a mason jar, and filled it up and put the cap on it and said, "I'm going to sell 1,000 of these Twitch chat bath waters," and said, "How much would you pay?" Maybe it is a joke, but I'm really hoping that it is. But I think if someone actually offered her a few $100s, then most likely she would definitely sell it. It's a quick buck, actually it's not a quick buck, it's quite a lot of money just for a bit of fucking water that you've dipped your fucking toe in. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's disgusting. But I don't know. This is a girl that's got 35,000 followers on Twitch. Of course, she's gonna do it for the money. But I don't know. I'm not gonna really stick to this story and see what happens. But if it does turn out that she's not joking and she actually sells the bath water, then I'll definitely let you guys know whilst I make noises over the mic. So I'll definitely keep you up to date with that one and a bucket by my side. There was one more story that I saw, but I really did not want to believe it. Mm, if any of you guys have listened to the podcast over the last couple of weeks, couple of months that me and Mr. B and myself have been doing, um, then you would know that we touched on microtransactions, within games, 2K20 was putting microtransactions and gambling and stuff inside children's games, NBA, 2K20, all them sort of things, we were talking about it, and I think Mr. B got pretty fucking heated about it. I got pretty heated about it. That I think it's absolutely wrong that Peggy, the people that put an age limit on these games, on films, on all sorts of stuff, they put the age limit on there for a reason. And what's kind of been shoved aside, which I think really needs talking about, is it's not just in console games or in PC games or anything like that. It's actually in mobile fucking games. A lot of people do not talk about it. But there was one article that I saw. It was yesterday that I saw this article, and I was a bit iffy about talking about microtransactions again. But I saw that one player spent $150,000. Just think about that. $150,000. That is the price of a really decent house in England. Fucking $150,000 on microtransactions. What the fuck? And it was on a game that is Transformers, like a Transformers mobile game. So I did a little bit of digging and I thought, well, what the fuck? Why would you? What? It's a Transformers game. Like, can you really do a lot on the game to issue 150,000 fucking dollars? And when I looked at this on the Play Store, I was looking and I was looking at the reviews. Like, some people said, oh, this game crashed all the time. They haven't been able to play it. Don't spend money on this game. In big capital letters, the devs do nothing to fix the game. Do not care. You can waste your time making crash reports, blah, 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 blah. There's several of these comments. But the biggest thing that I saw was that it's aged 7 and up. 7 and up. I know that it's a Transformers game. I get it. But why the fuck are you putting microtransactions in a 7 and up game that somebody has fucking paid $150,000 on your shit game? It absolutely boggles my mind. It boggles my mind that somebody did this. Somebody paid $150,000. Kind of reminds me of like a Tekken sort of feel to it. You've got your player and then that player, and then you're battling it out, and there's a couple of rounds or whatever. That's what it feels like, what it looks like, sort of thing. But I can't believe it. I cannot believe someone spent $150,000 on microtransactions. But there's nothing really written about, about this individual. You don't know whether this person's a kid. You don't know whether this person's an adult. You don't know. Apparently, It's saying it's pay to win. It's just, oh my God, it absolutely boggles my mind. But I just wanted to know your guys' opinions as well. Do you think it's still right? Do you think it's okay because it's on a mobile? Do you think it's okay that someone spent $150,000 on microtransactions in Transformers? Or do you think it's going way too far? Do you think mobile is just as bad as console microtransactions or anything like that? What are your guys' opinions? Please put it down below. I'm quite heated about this because I'm thinking it's a kids game. You know, you see all these parents that are like giving the kids their phone to play on like Peppa Pig or some bullshit. They could literally just click one button and then that's it. Because my mobile, I've got an Apple iPhone, and I sometimes have nearly fucked up. Like, I've clicked on something like playing Angry Birds or some bullshit, and I've clicked on something, didn't realize it wasn't paying attention, and it's nearly paid like $100 on some bullshit gem or something. It would have gone through if my card was on my phone. So, like, you know, when you're putting your card details and shit and you store them on your Apple, I don't do that. I don't put my card details anywhere on the internet. I'm not that fucking stupid. So, that would have gone through. So, could this be what we're looking at again? Like, I remember saying before that there was a disabled child in the news that spent a few £1,000s, or I don't know if it was pounds or dollars, from a mobile game, and the devs were refusing to give a refund of that, even though that child was disabled. It's kind of like, what is the opinion? There's a lot of people to the left, a lot of people to the right that are saying pretty sort of, you can't argue with each statement in a sense, you know, like, oh, well, it's the parents' fault, you shouldn't have your card details, and then there's the other one going, well, you shouldn't let children play with your phone and all that blah 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 blah. It's kind of tit for tat sort of thing, but $150,000, I've never seen a microtransaction piece of news like this big before. You know, you see it in a couple of thousands, 10,000, 15,000, and that is mind boggling. But $150,000. Wow. Jesus Christ. Well, that is it for the news this week. It has been a bit of a short, rambly type week again. It's pretty difficult when I don't have like I said in the last one, I don't have my co-host with me to have a conversation, to give a bit of feedback to. I'm basically just talking to you guys and waiting for a reply, if that makes sense. So, I got a comment last week that the sales that I do at the end of the videos, I only give the Steam ones. So for this week, I actually have a console one. Yay! I actually have a console one. So this week, it isn't about an individual game on Steam. It's about a publisher. So at the moment, there's up to 80% off all games published by Paradox Interactive. So you're talking about strategy games, you know, like I'll give you an example. Crusader Kings, City Skylines, Victoria, Surviving Mars, you know, different things like that, you know, Battletech, etc. So there's up to 80% off all of their games at the moment on Steam. I'll put a link down to in the description from the publisher, you know, sale on Steam. I'll put that down below for you guys to go and click on and browse at your leisure. And for the PlayStation, the deal of the week at the moment is Division 2. Division 2 and, you know, the pass, the unlimited edition, gold edition, is all on sale at the moment. And it's for between £20, you know, 19 quid to 30 quid. So I thought that was pretty good. You know, a lot of people are talking about Division 2. A lot of people kind of like Division 2. So why not? So that's for the PlayStation. If anybody listens to this podcast on the Xbox, then please comment down below. I'd really like to know. And if If so, I'll get you deals on the Xbox as well. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for the news today. For this week. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Tell me what you thought about the different articles that I've said, like spoke about this week. And subscribe if you haven't already. And goodbye.